Oh my goodness, boys, we have massive changes coming to the Chronophage set, as well as a swath of new relics that are going to be hitting the game very soon as part of an all-new Platinum Forge Pass set that includes relic crafting materials that are exclusive to that Forge Pass set. Is it a bloody whale fest? We're going to be digesting that a little bit as we go, but we're going to start off, man, with the Chronophage rebalance, because this one is like, this applies to everybody, right? This is a huge deal for the current event dungeon. Before we get to that, if you're looking to start off a new raid account, or you know somebody who is looking to start a raid account for themselves, get that done and create that account by using the beginner promo link down below this video to get off to a triple legendary start, man, with Basilius Randus as your starter legendary, Thorlin Foulbeard by entering beginner promo code Demon Slayer on day one of your new account, and then getting your hands on Michelangelo as a login reward legendary champion by just logging into the game for 7 days, as long as you create your account before October 30th. Bam! Let's get to the upcoming changes, or rather the upcoming changes to Chronophage gear. So before the rebalance, the problem that I have with Chronophage is that it takes 3 pieces to get the speed set bonus. It's only plus 5% speed. There's a lot of random HP percentage in here, which is fine. It's alright. It's not pinpoint though, is it? Pinpoint is speed and accuracy, right? It's always going to be compared to pinpoint gear at the end of the day. Gives a bunch of resistance, which is also okay. The issue with Chronophage is that it's very PvP focused, high resistance builds in like live arena champions, that kind of thing. Maybe you could slot some pieces, like 2 pieces on like a resistance tank into Hydra and get some use out of the resistance that way. Maybe, you know, like grasp it at straws a little bit here. It's a bit of a tough set to use. The immutable stacks are also just a little bit not worth building 9 pieces of Chronophage gear for. Like, they don't feel that great to me, you know? Like, I feel like you could just get the same effect by just building a lot of resistance on a champion and get the same effect from immutable stacks. And so, what have they actually done to Chronophage gear? Well, after the rebalance, the speed you now get at a 2-piece, which is lovely jubbly. Like, for my free-to-play account, man, I don't give a damn about getting resistance. I might one day for, like, building a resistance tank in Hydra. Fine, you know, but live arena, immutable stacks, high resistance builds, no, man, I don't give a damn about that on my free-to-play account, right? I was just not that excited to farm this. Whereas now, I can equip, like, a random Chronophage ring and amulet or something and just get 10% speed. Like, yes, dude, that's what I'm talking about now. Now I actually want to farm this on my free-to-play account, you know? It's also no longer plus 5% speed. It's going up to 10, which is lovely. And they're also removing any trace of the plus percentage HP from Chronophage gear and replacing it with speed, right? 10% speed at a 5-piece, up to 12% speed at an 8-piece. That's lovely jubbly, right? It's not no more like nonsense plus 5% speed than a bit of HP. Nah, it's just a lot of speed, which is... it's great, right? Nice. The set is just a lot better now. Now they are also going to be reworking the effects of the immutable buff itself, because it's a bit crap. It's a little bit crap, man. So this, what we're seeing right now, is before the rebalance. I won't read through all of this. Basically, for every stack of immutable buff that you get on one of your champions, it reduces the effectiveness of cooldown increasing effects against that champion by 1 turn for every immutable buff stack that they've got. Just a little bit underwhelming, man. For like a 9-piece set, like, are you going to go for a 9-piece immutable? Probably not. It's just a very, I don't know, man. Very niche, you know. After the rebalance, I've not read this at all yet, by the way. I react to the news here on the channel in real time, so. The immutable buff will block an attempt to increase a skill's cooldown on a champion. Okay. A champion can receive multiple stacks, blah, 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 blah. Each immutable stack will negate a single attempt to increase a skill's cooldown on a champion. Okay, so it's no longer going to be dependent on stacks, right? For instance, if a skill specifies it will increase a skill's cooldown by 3 turns, a single immutable stack will block that cooldown increasing effect entirely. Oh, that's actually really good. That's really good now. I tell you why this is really good as well. Dude, not even reading the rest of it, you can just build like 4 pieces of immutable on a champ. Don't need to go for 9-piece. Don't even need to go for 6. You can just stop at 4, bro. You can stop at 4, man. You don't need to go all the way anymore. I really like it. I don't even need to read the rest of it. I already really like it. They have bolded the text where there's any new parts. Are there any new parts down here? It doesn't look like it to me. The above mentioned changes are scheduled to be released next week, along with a small fix that will speed up team attack animations for the turtle-only teams. Okay, lovely jubbly. That's the new Chronophage gear. Absolutely well worth farming the crap out of the event dungeon now, in my view, in my opinion, because it's so accessible to get that 4-piece and just get one immutable stack, which is absolutely worth it. Okay, man. Now onto the relics. How long am I going to spend on this? I'm not going to lie. Quick secret to you all. While this news dropped, I was eating my eggs and ketchup, and I've got a little cup of tea in me McVitie's mug beside me here. And I was in the middle of Scrannon. I'm not going to go through all of these in crazy depth, but I am curious as to how this works, okay? The Platinum Forge Pass. Ooh, how like Southern English was my accent there. In Southern England, they say Platinum. Where I'm from, we just say Platinum. Right, you just cut out a couple of letters. And so, the Platinum Forge Pass. Okay, this update will introduce a new Forge Pass tier, Platinum. It will step up from gold and focus on relic crafting materials, gleaming fire gems, that will be, right? That can be used to create 8 new relics, 2 for each rarity of a unique Forge Pass group. Okay, so the only way you can do it to get a decent amount of these relic crafting materials is if you buy the Platinum Forge Pass. I would imagine. I'd imagine you get some scraps on like free to play if you don't pay for the like upgraded Forge Pass, but there you go. Also, the relic crafting materials present in the Forge Pass will become available in particular events and tournaments going forward, but we don't have more information to share on that matter just yet. Okay, cool. What have we got here, man? The Pyros Maleos. Rare Forge Pass relic. The wearer deals 2% more damage if all allies are living. Doesn't work if there are no allies in the battle. Okay. So basically, it doesn't work if your champion is solo in the group. Not bad. Fine. Is it ever gonna compete with like the Malefic Talon and just give it like crit damage to your damage dealers? Probably not, but you know, it's okay. It's probably mulch material for a lot of people. The Frostspawn Cocoon, another rare. The wearer is healed by 2% of the max HP when using their default skill. It's actually not that bad. It's fine. That's upgradable, easy. I mean, I'll say like most people upgrade their relics to like level 4 or 5. Very, very few people actually take their relics up to 6 because it just costs so much. So if you're getting that up to like a 5% heal every time a champion uses their A1, it's okay. Again, for most people, it's probably going to be mulch material, as most rare relics are. That's no surprise. As for the epics, okay, this is where it's going to get serious, man. Andromeda's Diadem. Whenever the wearer heals an ally with an active skill, so not an A1, with an active skill, and I'm also guessing not with continuous heal as well. I'm assuming it's going to be a direct heal. Maybe, has a 10% chance to decrease the cooldown of one of the wearer's skills by 1 turn. Occurs once per turn. That's actually pretty good. That's actually quite good, man. You can upgrade that effect chance easily enough up to like a 17% chance. That's quite good, you know. That's quite good. Upgradable all the way to a 25% chance if you want to fully upgrade Andromeda's Diadem. Kind of like a soft reflex set just slapped onto a champion randomly like that. Could be kind of cool, man. I think that one's actually quite good. The Exile's Crown. The wearer receives 1% less damage for each debuff on them. Very niche. Ooh, man, that's niche. That's real niche, right? Yeah, it's hard to sort of think of a case in which you'd want to actually use this on a champ. There are some champs in the game that like poison themselves. So, I mean, I guess you could use it on one of those, maybe. But are there better options for those guys? Don't know. I've never really built any champions of that type myself. So, not sure what to make of Exile's Crown. On the surface, not that impressed. Blades of Akumori. Whenever an ally is attacked by an enemy, the wearer has a 15% chance to provoke the attacker for 1 turn. Okay. And quite easily upgradable to like a level 4. That's going to take it up to a 24% chance to provoke against attackers. Yeah. I actually don't mind that. I'm also wondering as well, can Forge Pass debuffs like provoke be resisted? Do like depend on a champion's accuracy to land this provoke debuff? I actually don't know. I'd lean towards probably not, given that like the provoke set on artifacts, as far as artifacts go, you don't need accuracy on a champion to land like the hex debuff from a cursed set or the provoke debuff from a provoke set. Maybe there's some interesting interactions to be had with that if this provoke debuff is like unblockable and like unavoidable for opponents and just can't be resisted, you know? Maybe there's more to that one than what I'm thinking. Next up, we've got Bane of Sintranos. Okay, Curse City themed. Very, very cool. Whenever an enemy receives a buff, the wearer has a 15% chance of getting the same buff for 2 turns. Wow, it occurs once per turn. That's interesting, man. That's really, really cool, actually. I like the design idea of that. Could this actually have utility into Hydra, dude? Like letting the Hydra buff with Poison Cloud so that you get Poison Cloud? But still, you know, quite interesting. I wonder as well if it would work with Stone Skin in Live Arena, because technically, the start of the battle, your opponents receive the Stone Skin buff from their Stone Skin buffer champions. And so maybe you could put this on a champion that you don't want to put a Stone Skin set on. Maybe you want to build them for like damage or just max speed or whatever, but you could kind of get like a cheeky Stone Skin steal. You know what I'm saying? In Live Arena, I wonder if it would work like that. That's a cool one. That's an interesting one. I think that's really one to watch. Next up, we've got the Mythicals, the Immortal Visage. Once per round. I don't know why I'm covering these. Nobody gets these, man. These don't exist. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, mythical relics don't exist. But if you were to win the lottery and get a mythical relic, you could get the Immortal Visage. Okay. Actually, we don't get to see the flat stats for the relics either. How am I just noticing that now? Where's the flat stats? I want to know which ones give crit damage and speed, you know, and all those things, man. But I guess we just got to wait. These are just like an early preview, I suppose. Once per round, the wearer is What? Once per round, the wearer is revived with half HP, half turn meter? Dude! Okay, it's once per round, not once per turn. Let's just clear that up straight away for any like new players watching. No, this is not a Horcrux, okay? This isn't the diadem of Rowell the Ravenclaw here, okay? It's not going to pick you up every single time you go down like some Voldemort action. But once per round just means once per sequence of combat. Cool. I mean, this is obviously insane. This is obviously crazy. I would be very, very much curious to see what stats go alongside this, whether it's getting crit damage or speed, or maybe none of the above, but be interesting to see what stats go alongside the likes of that. Very, very cool one. Next up, Dread Bomb. Okay, I've recently built out a Nishak, by the way. No, dude, it's got nothing to do with bombs. Where it has a 10% chance to get an extra turn when attacking, where it also ignores 10% of an enemy's defense when attacking during extra turns. Okay, extra turn mechanics. Okay, I mean, you can use that alongside some champs. This is amazing. This is very, very cool. This is very, very, very cool indeed. This reminds me of, dude, the first champion that comes to mind when I think of this relic. Let me tell you, man, where is he? Good old Thorlin. Dude, good old Thorlin, man. I tell you what, this guy right here with a relic like that could be very, very interesting, given he already has a chance to give himself extra turns on his AR1. I actually have Thorlin built in Relentless gear on my free-to-play account. This is my main account right now, of course, but and on my free-to-play account, dude, it's not uncommon for Thorlin to just get like 4 or 5 extra turns in a row, especially when you consider his passive. He activates his A1 every 5th turn that he takes, so when he starts getting extra turns, he can loop into using this passive again very, very quickly, and of course, he grants an extra turn to himself on his A1 if he applies Weaken to all enemies by his A1 skill. So it's like, dude, he can spiral like mad in Relentless gear. I just wonder if you could go to a whole other level as well with a relic like Dread Bomb. Yeah, but there you go, man. There's the news. Big old news, man. We've got some extra quality of life changes right here. I believe these are rather small. First of all, the number of free slots in the reserve vault has been increased to 600. The total number of slots is now 1,200. I gotta assume that's a mistake. What do you mean it's been increased by cutting it in half, Plarium? Unless I'm like really tired and I'm misreading this right now. I'm imagining they're going to double the reserve vault space from 600 up to 1,200. Just saying, man. A little bit of proofreading on these posts would be lovely. But there you go. They're also adding a Summon to Reserve Vault button in your Summoning Portal menu. And so if you tap that button and you check that box, all newly summoned champions go straight to the Reserve Vault. Oi, 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 dude. Is that nice? And those are the changes, man. Let me know what you guys think of all of the upcoming relics, and most importantly, the Chronophage gear down below. Is this going to be enough, man, to get you farming the crap out of the event dungeon? Are you going to be doing that now? I'd highly recommend that you do. I think this set is really, really good now, and I suggest that everybody farms the crap out of event dungeon tournaments every single time they pop up. I can only imagine that Plarium have the numbers, by the way, for how many people were farming the event dungeon, and were like, wow, People are really not excited about the Chronophage gear, apparently. And so, yeah, make sure to get that done, man. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And if you're ever looking to start off a new raid account, make sure to get that done by using the beginner promo link down below this video at the top of the gosh darn description box. Man, thanks for stopping by, and I'm going to catch all of you all just a tad bit later, man.